and then basically I'll go through with it, and I'll be like, yeah, oh my God, I can't believe he's coming out. I can't wait to see the 619. She's like, you want a 69? I'm like, no, bitch, Rey Mysterio. What the fuck? And then I'll say, like, oh my God, my time is up. My time is now. And she's like, you're gonna come? I'm like, no, dude, I'm not coming.
You can't see me. My time is now.
Yeah, you're not gonna see me, dude. Bag over. No.
That's
so
funny.
Yeah, that's something I'm.
Fucking to Netflix is good. My ass is so old. I used to fuck to DVDs that they'd mail me.
Oh God. Like Redbox, dude?
No, that's what Netflix originally was. Like, you'd get on the internet and you'd subscribe, and you'd pick, like, 6 movies you wanted them to send you that week, and they'd mail them to you, like, with the post office. And then you'd get those, and then, like, you could keep them if you wanted to keep them. They'd charge you for them, or you could just mail them back, and then you'd have, like, a new 6 picked out, and they'd mail them to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's how Netflix started.
Yeah, you're old, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay. So, like, blink 182
Oh, shit. Wait. I gotta do math. I'm 33 now. Fuck.
Hell
COVID fucked up my my timeline.
Yeah, dude. COVID was just my senior year.
Yeah,
so it's like I didn't have a senior year.
Go one decade earlier. That was my senior year.
Golly, dude.
I was 2010.
That's like prime Megan Fox.
Oh yeah. I had the Rolling Stone cover of her with her toe thumb in her mouth. Got that shit laminated and took that to college with me.
You said toe, and Colton just immediately got rock. Just got rocked, dude.
He's over there having a smoke, just waxing poetic, thinking about her toes.
Heck yeah, dude. No,
dude,
shout out Megan Fox, dude. Yeah, dude. MGK. First of all, I
hated him as a rapper.
I don't. Whoa.
I did not like MGK as a rapper.
We're hating on MGK now?
Yeah, I'll go straight there.
Okay. What did you hate about MGK?
MGK had, like, he was okay, to give you a better picture of this, my favorite rapper is Tech 9. I have been to 9 Tech 9 shows.
Okay.
I've broken my ribs in the pit at a Tech 9 show. Yeah, I'm fucking I've done some shit. I've seen some shit. But when I can hear lines like everything I touch turns to mold and everything I fuck straight explodes, or
bar.
My favorite bar from Tech is I'll take a Muslim and shoot him full of liquid pork on Ramadan, and then I'll make the Christians read their kids the Necronomicon. And then I hear, yeah, bitch, call me Steve-O. I'm a wild boy.
Yeah, dude.
I'll give you, the
That's
beat
sick.
goes hard on that, but...
Kid Rock, dude? That was sick. That was cool, dude.
But then I'll turn it around and I'll say, I really enjoyed his pop-punk stuff. I really enjoyed MGK's
it's so cool.
pop-punk stuff.
I think that's a spider literally coming down right there, if you can see it. It's literally right here. Now he's dead. I enjoyed MGK's transition, not sexually, but to music.
I was gonna say that explains a lot more about how he dresses then, if that's what happened.
No, I mean I dig the whole thing. When he came out with Tickets to My Downfall, the first pop punk out, dude, that threw me in a whole like 2008 mode that I never thought I could tap into again. Like,
as somebody who lived through that, like the lady I was working with at the time was like, "Oh my God, I love Machine Gun Kelly's new album." I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" She goes, "No, it's with Travis Barker." And my millennial brain went, "Excuse me?"
Yeah. No one expected that.
I think I want that.
Yeah. And it was I think he should go back now, though. I think it's getting too much. Like, I think, like, we talk about Drake a lot, but Drake's in a good transition right now where he's heading back to, like, party music again. And he literally said on his new album, he said, "Fuck a rap beef, I'm trying to get the party lit." And I was like, dude, that's like... You're going to get people back by doing that, you know? Like,
I don't like Drake.
You don't like Drake?
I think I'm too old.
You see all the albums around you?
I do. Like, I walked in and I'm like, I've listened to your podcast, so I'm like, that's why I know what all this is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, how much?
You know what you stepped into?
How much was he going to have to pay to try to get Millie Bobby Brown on that Certified Lover Boy cover?
Oh, God. Yeah, dude, she...
You got 14 chicks on there.
Well, 14.
How many of them are 14?
14 is definitely the number I was going to say. That's crazy. Yeah, it's... I'm still Drake. No.
I'll give you this. Forever, that track he did with Kanye and Eminem, like way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
That's on my gym mix.
Really?
That shit.
You put Forever on your gym mix?
It is on my gym mix.
That is such an old time song.
Yeah.
For like...
I'm in my almost mid-30s. Like, yeah.
So what was it like growing up with like, you know, the dinosaurs?
It was no. So actually, there was a TV show on called Dinosaurs at the time, and you'd have the little baby dinosaur that would whack the dad and yell, "Not the mama." So I did grow up with the dinosaurs, literally.
You grew up with like 32. You grew up
33.
with like 33. You grew up with like prime music though.
I did.
Like I think past 2000, and it's probably just because I was born then, but like past 2000 music is like just like.
I am not ashamed to say that the most money I have ever spent personally on concert tickets was to see the Backstreet Boys.
Really?
Oh yeah, I had sweet tickets at Bankers Life.
I bet that was a hell of a concert.
It was so much fucking fun.
Yeah,
dude, I was just shotgunning White Claws with MILFs. It was the best.
Tell me more about this.
So first off, this was back when I was perpetually single, and I would always just buy a second ticket anyway. So, I spent like $400 on one ticket.
Yeah.
Then I got a second one. I ended up just bringing my college roommate with me because I knew he'd crush beers. And I'm like, Adam, let's go. We're going. This 6'6", half ginger, half Irish dude, like ginger, Irish, Russian. He can drink like a fucking fish.
Heck yeah.
So we split a handle of Fireball before we even went in the door. And then it was just White Claws and Mick Ultras all night to quit playing games with my heart, and I want it that way.
That song live had to be so good.
It was my favorite part was the lady next to me. He's like, "Oh my God, I haven't had a night away from my kids in 12 years. I'm going fucking hard tonight."
Hell yeah, dude. I love white trash bitches, dude. I love
Adam
them.
pulled out his dab pen and like just passed it over. This chick was fucked up.
Hell yeah, dude. My first ever concert was and my only concert I want to go to concerts, but my first ever one was Jake Owen. And
Jake Owen's a good one.
Yeah, he came to South Bend at the it was the Silverhawks at the time.
Yeah, the Four Winds.
Yeah, but so I think I was like 15 or 16, and me and my cousin Thad go out there, and it's literally just a grind fest. And we're like 15, 16, and like these college girls are grinding on us and handing us beers at 15 and 16. And I was like, this is what my life should be all the time.
You've had the mustache that whole time, haven't you?
No, I really wish I did, dude. I went out last night, and this is how white trash this area is. I went out last night, and I had this girl with no teeth come up to me, and she was like, "Can I touch your mustache?" I go, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Dude, you never turned down a good gummer.
Dude, no. She looked like the definition version of what a spare tire looks like.
Oh, shit.
It was. Shout out her. She was a fun time. But yeah, I sang. It was at Trevi's. We have like a karaoke place around here. It's pretty fun. But you gotta go with a group, because if you don't, you're gonna get tagged by a bunch of fucking.
Old boy did karaoke with us when we went to Cincy.
Cole did karaoke.
He did. He got up and did Drake in a country bar.
You did Drake.
You
did Passion Fruit.
So like. I think you followed me up, and I did Friends in Low Places, and it was like my third time getting up. And then
Where the bodies go. This time, na 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 na. Fuck yeah!
First off, he fucking killed it.
Did you kill it, dude?
It was really good. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But there was some dude there in a cowboy hat made out of Busch Light boxes. Like, this was not one of the ones
they sold those at Walmart.
He made this himself.
Oh man,
it had duct tape on it. Like it had some city miles on this hat.
Oh, was that the dude who was like flirting with him?
Yeah, the one who I think he wanted to fuck everybody. Like, it did not matter.
He was like, hey, sexy. It was like
to girls and guys.
Yeah, the second I walk up, first off, I look at the menu, I see $1.50 Busch Light, and I'm like, I'm doing this all fucking
night long. Yeah,
all night. Like, our Airbnb is across the street from this bar.
Oh, dude, that's money.
So I'm like, I'm getting fucked up. Like $1.50. I'm like, give me 4.
Give me 4. Yeah.
Just handed him a 10 spot and walked away with 4 beers, and I did the quintessential white trash dive bar classic of Picture by Kid Rock, and I had the lady working it sing the Sheryl Crow part.
Really?
Oh yeah, hit that big note. Just everybody just and then Passion Fruit.
Dude, yeah, following Friends in Low Places and then going to Passion Fruit by Drake. Was the bar bumping, or were they like?
Yeah, I think some people were like.
There were a lot of people who went and got another $1.50 Busch Light.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was definitely like,
there was an older couple sitting at the bar, and like I I heard the guy go, "The fuck is this?" And then like the wife's like, "Oh, this is."
It takes a certain
This is
level drunk if you're
interesting.
like old and like they're like, oh, this is okay, this is different. Last night I sang. What did I sing last night? I did R. Kelly last night.
Hey, his victims get money when you play those songs, so
Yeah,
it's okay again.
I played Ignition, the remix version,
Yeah,
and I
I'm
swear
old
to
enough,
God,
remember
I
when the
swear
original came out.
the entire bar was bumping with me because the whole night everybody's singing like sad country songs. And I was like, fuck this, let's go up and do something cool.
Mambo No. 5 by Lou Bega is my one to get the motherfuckers going.
Yeah, I don't.
No one ever expects it.
Yeah, I guess some guy went up there and did tequila. His name was Armando. He was like, he was built like a beanbag and complete like the most Mexican dude you can think about, like facial wise, right? Comes on stage, does tequila. Very next song, does Take Me to Church and murders.
Wait, what?
And completely murders. Yeah. It was amazing. Like this guy he went from being drunk, barely talking tequila, 10 minutes later rebuttaling, coming back like the fucking
Whoa.
just locked the fuck in and just sang Take Me to Church. Destroyed the whole bar. It was amazing. Armando.
I'm gonna have to check this spot out for karaoke.
It's so trashy.
My two
I love
go-to.
it.
Oh, dude, I fucking
I
love
love
a
it
trashy
though.
bar.
I love it. Yeah.
That was my bread and butter. All through college, we had a trashy bar literally up the street that did karaoke twice a week, and it was in the hood in Indy. Like it's south
Really?
of the Speedway. It's in the shitty area. And
South of Indy is pretty scary.
well, no, south of the Speedway in Indy. I'm talking like Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh
Drive.
yeah.
Like the area where they
shit.
tell you like don't park over here
Don't
for
go
the
over there.
500.
Yeah.
That's where I lived. Because there's this weird little tiny Catholic school that's got an ass load of money that just hands it out like fucking candy in a raper van. It's ridiculous. And so I go there and they're like, do not walk to the bar up the street. You will get mugged. So we'd all carpool down and like one person would have to be the sober person. But it was just this little fucking meth head who ran it every night. And he's sitting there like, yeah, DJ Muggsy here doing karaoke for all the college kids. I'm like, Muggsy, you need to chill out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
My favorite thing he ever said was they did a costume contest one time. He goes, some people think this lady's a genie. I think she's a Make-A-Wish hoe. And I'm like,
Oh, nice.
what?
Yeah.
Then we had a nice gentleman who would go to the bar whose name was Spanky from the Hood. And his favorite thing to do was ask people if they wanted to buy heroin.
Yeah.
And they're like, no thanks, man. I'm good. I'm 21. And he'd be like, better time to start.
Yeah. Better start him young, I guess.
But no, this place was awesome.
The bars here is such a weird dynamic. Like we have like these white trash bars, and then we have like Finney's in South Bend, and then like Finney's is like
There's
just
no
a
clubs
straight.
around here.
It's just literally a straight college club. That's all it is. Like they have a DJ. By the way, the DJ last night looked miserable. She did not look like she was having a good time. She was playing some bangers, and like the whole time she was just like,
She's just there for the paycheck.
and I was like, Jesus, dude, look like you're having fun a little bit. Like you're literally playing for kids. Like I mean, you're playing for college kids, but like, you have fun. Like she looked 22 or something like that too. I was
Notre
like,
Dame college kids, so they have money.
the entire basketball team, they lost. By the way, last night they lost. Yesterday, the men's basketball team lost,
That's not.
and half of them motherfuckers were in Finney's. So I went up to one of them. I was like, "Didn't you guys just fucking lose tonight?" And they're like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "I would drink too." And I just walked away. I was like, fuck you guys, dude. Fuck you guys.
Basketball is one of the only sports I do not follow Notre Dame in for college.
No, who cares, dude?
I'm a Xavier University Musketeer fan.
Xavier. I'm not a big college. I watch college basketball in March. I did, like half of the country does, but I follow women's basketball a lot more than I do men's.
Okay.
I'm a big women's basketball guy.
I was on ESPN. I was on ESPN at a. God damn it!
No, dude. I watch it for the miss layups.
You must love Angel Reese.
Dude, the WNBA is so funny, and I think it's the best. It's the best setup to any game that you're actually gonna watch, like for real and enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
The WNBA is just literally a pick me up. Like I watch that to feel good about basketball, like my basketball game. I'm like, wow.
My favorite part about it is there's literally one lady who has brought the WNBA forward, and everyone's like, okay, maybe we'll watch this now.
Yeah.
And then all the other ladies in the WNBA are like, fuck Caitlin Clark, let's kill her.
Yeah. And
like, how dare you bring us into the limelight and make it so we can make more money? You think Angel Reese would have gotten a fucking McDonald's deal if Caitlin Clark hadn't walked through there first?
No, Angel Reese is just in Caitlin Clark's shadow. But, yeah, dude, WNBA girls are getting a lot hotter.
That fucking center for the Lakers.
Wait,
Fuck.
what? The Lakers?
Yeah, whatever. The lady Lakers.
He's like, yeah, Luka Doncic
Sparks,
is fucking
that's
hot.
it.
Yeah, dude, Sparks.
Luka doesn't play center.
No, Luka, okay. I'm going to say this. I'm going to go out and say this. We talked about Luka last episode. Yeah, dude, they're getting hot, okay? They need to calm down. But Luka, we're going to switch this to Luka. LeBron is averaging the same amount of points he did in 2012 or 2011. I think it was 2012, 2013. As the year he won the MVP, so I think 13. He's averaging the same points, which is 26.8, 8 assists, 8 rebounds.
You talking Heat LeBron?
Heat LeBron.
Yeah.
Same MVP season. He's still averaging the same thing as that MVP season. Now, we talk about GOAT situation and everything like that, right? We talk about Michael, how he's the GOAT, right? That. But this is the thing, right? You look at Michael Jordan's stats and his averages when he was MVP and he won the championships, and you look at LeBron's. LeBron's now 40 doing that, and I think he's playing against harder competition. You can't put up 20. You can't average 27 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, get an MVP in 2013, and now it's nothing.
The one argument I have with that.
Like, that's crazy. Like, you can't, that's such a crazy.
The defense that Jordan had to deal with was a lot more fundamentally sound.
But I think the offense nowadays is too hard to guard. Like, if you legitimately look at it, no one in the world is guarding Steph Curry. He went out and, I don't know if you saw Court of Gold on Netflix or not, but he literally went out and won an Olympic gold medal. Came in the last game. Game 2 came out against, or it was round 2 against somebody.
I do know what you're talking. I watched that game. Steph shut me up on that one because I was pissed. I'm a huge Tyrese Halliburton fan.
Yeah.
And I wanted him to be playing.
Didn't play.
And they're like, no, we're going to play Steph. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're going to fuck this up. And then Steph went out and just won.
Dropped 40
on his own.
Dropped 40 the second game, and then didn't show up the next 2 games. Last game for gold came out and literally scored like 50 points.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't guard him. Like, no one in the world can guard him. Like, it is the same with LeBron. Who's going to guard LeBron? No one. Michael couldn't guard LeBron. Kobe couldn't guard LeBron.
LeBron's too tall.
There's no way.
They wouldn't have lined him up. They would have put Scotty on LeBron.
But I don't even think Scotty was big enough for LeBron.
I think Scotty was big enough.
If you look at LeBron when he was the only time
Scottie
LeBron
Pippen's
was
a bigger motherfucker than you think.
I know, but LeBron now or LeBron Cavalier LeBron,
Well,
that was a fucking tank.
We talking
dude.
Cav 1 or Cav 2?
Cav 2 LeBron.
Okay.
Cav 2 LeBron was built like a fucking linebacker, and Cav 1 LeBron was just like.
I remember Cav 2 LeBron because they were like, LeBron's gonna go to the NFL and he's gonna play tight end. I'm like, no, he's not. No, he's not.
He should have. That guy's no one would have stopped him.
You know how much more money he made doing this than LeBron's gonna take one hit from Ray Lewis and fuck up his leg, and then he's still gonna drop a good 15 to 20 a night, cripping on one knee. But like,
yeah, I agree. Him being on the sidelines would just bring a bunch of money too. I think that's what kind of pissed me off about this like Luka trade is that like I'm scared to see like LeBron's final year like start to diminish a little bit because of Luka. That was one thing I was
it's
like,
already
oh,
been
fuck.
diminishing. His kid's dog shit.
Well, yeah, Bronny sucks, dude. Bronny, you don't belong here, dude.
They wanted to do a Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. moment with this, and all it turned out was him, like LeBron yelling at his kid, like, "Don't call me dad."
Yeah, I really hope Bronny starts to do well. He's doing a lot better than he was last year, but like
he's gonna be a Pete Rose Jr. man.
I don't know, man. It's so hard to Pete Rose Jr. is that's a crazy callback. And I know what you're talking about. That's a crazy callback.
So it seems like it's out of the blue. Some background for you. My dad grew up on the west side of Cincinnati in like the late 60s and early 70s.
You're a huge Cincinnati fan.
I am a huge Cincinnati fan.
I totally forgot about that.
So, but no, my dad's office is basically a shrine to Pete Rose. My grandfather played baseball in high school with Pete Rose.
Really?
My grandfather had an open audition or tryout. You can tell I did theater, not sports. Audition. No, my grandpa had an open tryout with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he was a lazy asshole, and he's like, I don't want to drive all the way to Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm not going to play professional baseball. I don't want to have to drive to Pittsburgh to maybe get an opportunity. Like, dude, I would drive to Pittsburgh right now for the opportunity to maybe have Lorne Michaels like sniff my balls. Like, yeah,
for real.
like just like the chance of a chance.
Has SNL been a dream for you?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
I think when me and Colton started stand up, I said that he was like, "What's your dream like in stand up?" And I was like, "I don't know if it's necessarily stand up, but like I would love to be on SNL."
My dream job, like I've said this since I was 12. I'm like, I want to be a starring player on SNL, not a featured player. I want to be a starring player.
Yeah.
My last name starts with a B. I'm going to be up there. Like, if I were on the cast right now, my name would be read first.
Yeah. The cast right now is very good.
It's
It's very good.
I hate having to like sit there and people are like SNL sucks again.
It's a fuck that, because everybody thinks that the new SNL isn't funny because they're the new bits, and they're like it's newer age comedy.
Like,
right?
I want to see Church Lady. I want to see Will Ferrell, and I'm like,
they want to bring back all these old bits, and it's like no, like these characters got created with that cast.
They did one of the greatest bits ever this year as a throwaway, and then it wound up working its way into the 50th with the Domingo sketch.
Yes. It literally brought a whole. That's 3 skits. That's 3 skits that got brought back, and it was like it's amazing. Like, and yeah, like the musical artists and stuff like that are a big help. Yeah, Shane hosted it again. That was awesome.
I'm gonna watch that when I get home.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like it's he kind of bombed on the intro, but like what comic kind of doesn't bomb? To be fair, you know.
The first time I saw Shane, I did not laugh. I didn't.
What?
So it was at Burt Kreischer's Fully Loaded tour at Four Winds.
Yes, I was there.
So I was in the second row up front. I spent big bucks on those tickets. Honestly, it's a miracle I'm still with the lady I'm with, because that was like our first like big outing we went to, and we tailgated in the parking lot.
Really?
I drank a whole case of White Claws before I went in.
Oh
I
my
was
God.
fucked up.
Dude, so wait, okay, so you were in the field then?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was sitting like third base side, like third row. Or no, I was sitting behind home plate because my buddy works for Four Winds.
So yeah,
Southern Cubs, and then I
was
moved.
second row, like in the. So there were 3 sections. So I'm in the left section. If you're looking at the stage, I'm in the second row on the aisle.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
just right there.
When Bert walked out, dude, to fucking Metallica, that shit was crazy. That was awesome.
Oh
dude.
my god. So I'll give it this. Shane knew his audience when he went there, and he went hard Republican.
Oh, hard as fuck.
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't think I like this guy. And then like the more I've seen him, I'm like, okay, no, I didn't get it. This guy's funny.
Yeah, dude. Thomason did. I think she was the best tonight. She did so good
Taylor.
that night. She did so good. And I think I don't know why she doesn't have another special out.
Have you watched her After Midnight at all?
So what is that out on?
Oh, it's on CBS. It's after
Oh.
it's after Colbert. So I have YouTube TV. I just DVR the episodes with that and then watch them while I'm at work. The whole show format is based off of an old Comedy Central show called At Midnight, where they would take 3 comedians, and I'm not talking like big time comedians. These are like guys who, like, you get a lot of the guys from Reno 911 who would come through on that one. Tom Lennon is an all-star, and then you get guys like Ron Funches, and there's a lot of like opening acts. Shane Torres was on there quite a bit.
Oh, Shane's dope. Yeah.
I fucking love Shane. I've met him in multiple bathrooms. It's been
Really?
Yeah.
I've met Shane once.
He's opened for all these other people I've seen. He opened for Kyle Kinane when I saw him. He opened for Patton Oswalt when I saw him. He was opening for Burt when I saw him in Fort Wayne. And like every time, like I go to take a whiz before I leave, and Shane is in there for some reason. And I'm like, dude, I gotta stop running into you in bathrooms.
So when Bert came in for that festival, my buddy obviously worked there, so like I got to go into the performance center, and like upstairs is where they all were. So like he was gonna like take me up there and like meet everybody. So I was going up there, and like I immediately just crashed. Like I couldn't say a word. I was like, "There's no way I'm doing this." Like I'm not talking.
Burt and Taylor alone would be enough for me to be like.
Yeah, but Shane was literally talking to Big J, and I was like, "There's no way I'm interrupting. There's no way I'm interrupting that." And then no, it wasn't Big J because Big J wasn't at that show. It was Sal.
Sal Vulcano was on that. Yeah,
Shane was talking to Sal. Sal I didn't think Sal was that funny stand-up wise. He's so funny.
Good. Oh, yeah. By a mile.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the best stand-up out of them. But so I went up there and like I was like just like watching everybody for a second, and like he was showing me the facility, right? And well, I bumped into Bert because I didn't see him. I was walking backwards and bumped into Bert. Well, because I was walking backwards, and I bumped into him. He was like, "Oh, sorry, bro." And I was like, "No, my bad, man." And he was like, I was like, "Stone, nice to meet you." He goes, "I'm Bert." And he's like, "Sorry, I got a mouthful." And he was like eating at the time. And he was like, I'm gonna go talk shit. And I was like, yeah, dude, go ahead. And he was like, it was so weird, but it was so funny. Cause
if he ever looked at me and goes, I'm Bert, I'd be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're the machine.
Yeah, dude. The machine. Yeah, it was. Shane was right there. I didn't get to. I literally just freaked out and just completely. I just didn't want to meet my heroes. I think that's what it was. I was like, I don't want these guys to be assholes. And then I was like, oh shit.
All right.
But
I do have a point on meeting your heroes. I'm gonna finish out what I was saying though. But after midnight, so they get all these comics, and then Chris Hardwick was the host, and they just pull up like random topics, and you'd make shitty jokes about it.
Yeah.
Or like they had like a whole Twitter incorporated thing where they'd have like hashtag wars, and they'd show you a video or something, and then they'd be like, we need hashtags that fit like pornographic baseball, and then you'd say something like Ken Stiffy Jr. or Cal Blumpkin of the Baltimore Glory Holes.
Damn.
And yeah, it was, and then they'd have audience participation, and they'd pull people off of Twitter if they were like funny enough and kept
That was
dropping
Taylor's
good
show?
shit. So that's her show now.
Oh, that's sick.
They've reformatted it. They cleaned it up a lot. It's not on Comedy Central now. It's on CBS. So they have like some things they can't do, but it's still very funny.
Hell yeah, dude. Taylor was dope, dude. Taylor was dope. I love Shane stuff. Who opened that show? Do you remember?
There was somebody on before Sal, and it was like one of Bert's buddies who's like a crowd warm up guy, because I've seen him multiple times for Bert.
Yeah, that was fun. That show.
The dude in the Hawaiian shirt he was hosting.
Yeah. Oh, was it Fox? No, it wasn't Kurt. Me and Colton saw Segura over, and we saw him. We saw him twice now. We saw Segura twice, or just once, maybe once. But yeah, we saw him in Chicago. And I wasn't a big fan of Kirk Fox at first, but then like I saw him again. I think for somebody else, but I'm starting to become a fan of Kirk. But the openers for like those big guys, I feel like are just like those guys are crushers, but like they're so tagged along with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, that's exactly what I want to do. Like, if I can just get thrown with somebody and like open for them like everywhere, that'd be so sick.
Best opener for biggest name I've seen. Afion Crockett was opening this show, like the dude from Wild 'N Out back in the day.
Really?
I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. But
Crockett, yeah, sounds familiar.
Yeah, so he opened, murdered, and then the headliner that night that I went to see was Kevin Hart.
Really?
So I was just in New Mexico for a training for my job, and Kevin Hart was performing across the street, and it was not sold out because it was him working a larger venue outside of LA to try to polish for a special. Like, they locked all of our phones up. We couldn't do anything. But, like, I got to see Kevin Hart in a 300-seat theater.
Yeah.
Like, I saw how small he was in person. He is tiny.
So you do shows, though, at the Goshen Theater, right?
Yeah, so I do one a year there.
Yeah.
And that's the one I book. And it's become a... Are we actually recording, or... I didn't know. We were rolling, man. I was in one.
This whole time.
I'm like, if I'm pitching, like, real shit... Okay, good. Thanks, Colton. I got ADD, bitch. But
That's
yeah, so you didn't say start.
I did the clap.
Yeah, you missed a clap.
I've worked my whole life to not have the clap. Thank you. But yeah, so I booked this one show at the Goshen Theater, and that's through Art House, which is the nonprofit I'm on the board of. Basically, their whole mission is like to find artists in the area around here and give them a space to be able to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Nice.
Like, as long as you're not a racist, sexist, homophobic asshole, Art House will take you, and we will find a way to let you put on whatever you want to put on.
Yeah.
So, I got you. But we used to be across the street in a black box theater, and that's where we got started with all this, and we just did some weird shit, man. Like, there was one sketch that we did where one dude had wrote it, and we all opened up a can of LaCroix and spit it on this dude, and then he proudly proclaimed that he was a pee-pee boy. It's weird, I know. It's the same group that his wife wrote the sketch where she was wearing a clown nose and honking clown horns while balancing on an exercise ball.
Yeah.
While the three dudes behind her clapped and went, "Women aren't funny. Women aren't funny." Weird shit. But we're in the Goshen Theater now, and we have to be a little less weird. But this is awesome. So we do basically a Midwest showcase that we put on.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'm an asshole, and I book it, so I put myself on the show because fuck everybody else. I'm going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
But some of the bigger names that have come through, we had Claire Sunby, who books Fresh Faces
Yeah,
in Chicago.
Claire's
Claire fucking murdered.
Love Claire, dude.
Murdered.
She came in, she was with Ty something. I forget his name, but she came through that weekend at the job, dude. She was awesome. Talked to her for a while, yeah.
She's a good one to know. Then we had Coffee Black came through last year. He was on there. Justin Pedic from up in Detroit.
By the way, I call him Unc.
Unc?
And he calls me nephew. You know how cool that is for me?
That's a good line.
To have a black dude call me nephew.
Dude, I had Coffee headline a show.
So cool.
At a VFW next to a trailer park in Elkhart. Like,
what are you doing?
Like,
wait, is it off? I don't know.
So it's up off of, like, you know where Mayberry Cafe is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's up back there. They're not there anymore.
Okay.
But it's a supper club, and they were trying to like have like a once a month comedic entertainment, and they knew me from somebody who I did their mortgage. And like,
nice.
Like, yeah, so like you do comedy, right? Can you get somebody in here? We want like 3 hours of comedy. I'm like, no, you don't.
No, 3 hours is way too long.
You want like an hour, maybe an hour and a half tops. And so like Coffee was my first thought. I'm like, 'cause I've never seen him bomb ever. I'm like,
I don't think I have either.
You're coming in, and they loved him, and they sit him down in this room, and Coffee goes into his bit with just picks like the most grizzled looking RV working white dude out of the audience. He goes, I gotta ask you a question. What do you use to moisturize, brother? And the guy goes, only thing I moisturize is my dick.
Yeah.
Broke him.
Yeah.
Years of doing that bit. No one had ever said that to him before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Welcome to Elkhart.
Yeah, this place sucks, dude. I'm trying to move so bad. I want to go to Texas so bad. I know it's cliche to say, but I want to so bad. I think Austin would be sick, but Fort Worth is so beautiful, dude. Like I went there for a work trip along like 2 years ago, and loved it. Like the sceneries, it's super expensive, but I mean so is Austin though too. So, but I would love it. I would love it. What the fuck are you doing?
He was humping the doorknob over there, man.
Yeah. How long are we at right now?
Dude, you guys are like over a half hour.
Let's do it. We're keeping going. Yeah.
Texas. That's my family's got a condo down there. So my entire experience of Texas is as far south in Texas as you can go.
Yeah.
We'd go down to Padre Island like after the college spring breakers left. And we go, it's beautiful down there. Like, it's always in between like 75 and 85. The fishing is fucking unbelievable. Like, I'd never been when I was old enough to drink, but we'd go down there, we'd fish, I'd cook it, and just chill at the beach. Dude, they got a whole sea turtle sanctuary down there.
Damn.
You ever pet a sea turtle?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
So my parents live in Florida. They live on Anna Maria Island, which is like South Sarasota. Super dope place. But you go into town, into Sarasota, and there's this like big like just museum, and it's so sick. And they have like these big ass turtles, bro. And I got to pet one. It was pretty cool. But even at the dinosaur museum, they have some big ass turtles there too. So. But yeah, Florida's cool, dude. I don't think I'd ever move to Florida though.
Oh, absolutely not.
No, as a big dude, there's no way.
No, dude, I sweat too much.
Sweat way too damn much.
Dude, I gotta walk around with a caution wet floor sign when I'm in Florida. Just the humidity alone. I put it on like a fucking red rider wagon and drag that shit behind me.
That's so funny. That's so.
The morning after, we had to go to the bathroom in the basement, the Airbnb.
Oh my god! Oh, we were all gonna shit our pants. I forgot about that. Oh, so like, we're in that Airbnb in Cincinnati for Go Bananas. The heat broke. Like, we didn't even get a refund on that one. I was so fucking mad. I went and complained to Go Airbnb about that. But no, so there's, as far as I knew, there was only one bathroom, and like, either Jenny or Tyler were in it. I don't know who. Not gonna throw anyone under the bus, especially not Jenny. So we'll say it was Tyler, and just Tyler's just got explosive poops that morning, and like Colton and I have them on deck as well. And we did not know there was a second bathroom in the basement. So like both of us are just like full on prairie dog and some nukes, like hoping that like I was about ready to run outside. Like it was colder outside. Like I am not opposed to shitting outside. I have done it before, famously in one of my bits. I will do it again. Like me shitting outside is what led to what I named my special.
Yeah.
Like, it's large predatory mammal, and I did not think about how rapey that sounded out of context.
Very rapey.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. But like, I more or less I shit in my neighbor's backyard because I tried to make it home and I didn't. Like, have you ever heard this bit?
I don't think I have. No.
All right, so I'll do this one. I got a really good friend of mine named Chris. I have known him since we were almost in diapers. Like, as he puts it, we've been gang since potty train.
Nice.
So Chris did not take the stereotypical path through life. Like went to elementary school together, played Little League with each other, hung out all the time. I was the better influence, and his mom would have me come over to like hang out, but it was really to make sure he didn't burn down the house. Lot of good times with this dude. Get to junior high, he starts making some different choices. My parents said if I got anything less than like a B average, they'd murder me, and I took them seriously about that. So I paid attention, school and everything. We got to high school. Freshman year, Chris gets expelled. He brought an airsoft gun to school.
Nice.
Yeah. So then he starts bouncing around to different schools. I go to high school. I go to college.
Starts bouncing around with these guns, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so eventually we circle back around. Like, he was about to turn 21. He was like, he made some posts like, man, I don't want to have to spend my 21st birthday alone. I'm like, you're not going to, bro. I got you. And we went to my dad's place up in Elkhart. This is before it burned down, when it was real fucking sketchy.
That's still sketchy.
Oh, it used to be worse. It used to be way worse. Had a great night. Then we started hanging out again, like, just watch Eastbound and Down, talk about how fucking Kenny Powers is the shit.
Yeah.
And so we get going, and finally Chris at 21 graduates high school. He gets his the actual diploma. It wasn't a GED. Went like through some program at Penn. And I go to his graduation, and his mom goes, "You two have been friends forever. I'm sending you guys to Cedar Point." This used to fit in Cedar Point. This was a long, long time ago. And so we're like, fuck it. We're going to go. We're going to have a great time. He goes, "I'm going to drive. By the way, the gas gauge doesn't work in my car."
Fuck.
And he calls. He goes, "My mom gave me a BP card. I'm on my way to pick you up. Gas is covered all day." And I'm like, awesome. And this is right around when BP had that big oil spill and like fucked up the environment. I'm like, I'm going to go do to their bathroom what they did to our planet.
Yeah.
So he picks me up. We make it a quarter mile out of the subdivision, and we run out of gas. And like, this is on some country road, but there's a turn lane starting to happen by an overpass. And rather than pull off to one side where, you know, like people can still get around, he parks on like the tip of the dick of the turn lane.
Fuck.
It's at like 5 a.m. Like, we don't want to fall asleep in here. You know, we're going to get in trouble. So we keep the radio on, and we call his dad like, "Yo, we ran out of gas." And he gives us a speech about like, "Oh, you guys should be more fucking responsible. You know, you're 21 now. You can't be doing shit like this. I'll go get you a gas tank." About this time, a cop pulls up and wants to know what the fuck is going on, because we're parked in the middle of the road at about 6 a.m. And the battery dies in the car because we've been running the radio.
Oh, my God.
So we got to call again like, "Hey, I know you're almost here, but now we need you to go get jumper cables." And like, my gut is gurgling. Like, I am starting to worry I may shit myself here. Damn. Finally, his dad pulls up, got jumper cables, got the gas can, giving us this whole speech like, "You guys are supposed to be adults. You're supposed to be responsible. Officer, I'm so sorry. Chris is pumping gas. I'm hooking up the jumper cables." His dad yells at him like, "Go get in the car. Turn it on. Let's see if this works." He locked the fucking keys in the car.
Dude.
I know I am a quarter mile from my house, and I am having a Fast and Furious moment where I am now living life a quarter mile at a time. I am dressed in jorts and a John Cena t-shirt. I look like John Cena, and I'm like, I think I can make it home. If worst comes to worst, there's a cornfield halfway. I'll shit in the cornfield. No one will ever know. So I start like stick up my ass, butt cheeks clenched, like power walking back to my parents' house. I'm about halfway there. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make it. And I look at this cornfield, and like, you know how they say like knee high by the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking April, and I have ankle deep shame coverage out here. At this point, I have no choice but to try to make it home. And I make it into the back of the subdivision, and it hits me. I'm like, I can't take it anymore. And I just drop my jorts and bend over and just shoot a rope out of my ass at some tree. Pick them up, waddle home in shame. It was a clean pinch.
Nice.
So I didn't have to change. That was a big deal.
That was.
And like, we had a great day. I drove my car then to Cedar Point because I'm like, I'm not trusting. We're not doing this again. I already shit in my neighbor's backyard once today. I'm not doing it twice.
Yeah.
Killed it at Cedar Point. We ran into the Michigan State basketball team. We rode Top Thrill Dragster with them. Met some frat boy from Toledo who cooked a chicken patty in a dryer one time. Like, it was a whole ordeal. It was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
And then, like, a week later, we get a letter from the neighborhood association at the house.
No.
Yeah. It says, "Dear residents of Pickwick Village, be on the lookout. Scat markings from a large predatory mammal have been found at this address. Keep your eyes peeled for a bear or a cougar or something matching this description." Because apparently what these predators do when they want to mark their territory is they just shit all over a tree, which is what I did. And my mom's like having a panic attack because they've got small dogs. They got Shih Tzus. She's like, "Oh my God, what are we going to do about the Shih Tzu?" I'm like, "Mom, that's not the shit you got to worry about right now."
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" She's like, "It was me. I'm the large predatory mammal." And she's like, "Oh, Charles, I'm so ashamed of you." And my dad didn't say anything. That's what had me worried. He just picked up this letter and he walked out the door. He went to Michael's and he got it framed. It's hanging on the wall in our office where we work.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
So, yeah, that's how...
How big was that shit, dude?
It was a lot. I'd been out drinking the night before, so it was a case of the dads on top of it. And, like, there was definitely... I don't know if it was Taco Bell or McDonald's. I used to do this thing where I'd stop at the taco truck that was next to a McDonald's, and I would get some, like, Al Pastor tacos and then put McDonald's french fries. I got this way the fun way.
I feel like that's like every fat guy's thing is like you guys had so much fun that now you're that big, and then it's like I'm getting there.
So I am down. I'm down like 35 pounds.
That's
in
amazing.
like the last month. Well, it's Ozempic. It's not amazing.
You're on Ozempic?
I am. So here's the thing. At the start of the year, I went into my doctor and they do like all the standard blood draws and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, your blood is just Aunt Jemima, dude. Your blood sugar's through the fucking roof." Like, it's. Yeah. I don't think I can say Aunt Jemima anymore. I don't know what the fuck they call it instead, but it's basically maple syrup.
Like, what does Ozempic do to you?
So for me, it's a GLP, so it's like a gut, liver, pancreas. So it goes through and it works on breaking down gut enzymes to help break down food more efficiently. It helps my liver filter out sugar, and then my pancreas stop having insulin resistance, so like it can still kick shit up if it needs to. But no, like my blood sugar was like over 350, which is super fucking high. And they're like, "Holy shit, my A1C was almost double digits," which is like really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you don't fucking change something, you're going to die. And I'm like, "Oh, well, shit, new year, new me, I guess." Like, that's how this shit's going down. And so they put me on metformin and they put me on Ozempic, and coincidentally, it just makes me shit a lot.
Really?
Like, it's a lot more than it used to be, but like, yeah. And there's
that's
surprising
thing,
shit.
though, right?
Yes and no. Like, almost shitting your pants at least once a week. That's a tough
crazy.
thing to live with at 33. But like,
Yeah.
No, it's going through.
So like, what are the side effects for you? Is there any?
Honestly, just appetite suppression, which that one I've missed. I haven't had that since I was on Adderall. Dude, I was on Adderall for 20 years.
That went in my nose, dude. Oh.
I got prescribed Adderall at age 8. And then at 28, I took myself off of it because like I was having heart palpitations and my blood pressure was through the roof.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Yeah, if you keep taking this, you're gonna die."
Damn. So like, once you get off Ozempic, is it gonna like? Is it like? Are you gonna gain a bunch of weight again?
Shit, I hope not.
Really?
I'm gonna ride this train while I can.
Yeah. So like,
no, but like I got healthier eating habits. Like I think I've had like maybe one potato in the last 2.5 months.
Is it just a shot then? You just inject yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I do that. So I also have this thing called psoriasis. Like I don't know if you remember when you first met me, but like my arms were like scabbed the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on that now, which is a whole thing that makes it so. It's really weird and deep and holy shit, DoorDash is here. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Where's my fucking Smoothie King?
Jesus
Christ, you and Colton have the same pants on.
We all three have the same.
What the fuck? I should have brought my gray Nike pants. I didn't know we were dick showing today.
Yeah, dude.
Comfy fits.
Yeah, comfy dick, comfy chicks.
Man, the only comfy I did, I wore my Snoop Dogg Skechers today.
Those
things are like walking. Yeah, my Snoop Dogg Skechers.
Yeah.
44.
Okay.
44.
I like
all right,
it.
let's hit some shit that we actually.
Yeah, dude. All right,
wrote
so
down.
we are big WWE fans, and we didn't plan this,
I'll take off my
but we
speakers
kind of
for this
did.
one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Adrenaline in my
Yeah.
soul. Oh my God, it's Cody Rhodes.
Fuck yeah. There's nothing that turns women on more than WWE, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, my wife loves Rhea Ripley.
Yeah,
Like,
who
it's-
doesn't love Rhea Ripley, dude? I wore this shirt last Saturday for my feature, or I wore it Friday night, and yeah, dude, I got a lot of compliments from it. They're like, "Who's that on your shirt?" And it was just like this one.
I don't know who it is, but
This
I wanna know her.
this old gay lady. She was like, I was at the bar, I was getting a drink, and funny enough, I got like a vodka Red Bull. And she was like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Who's that on your shirt?" And I was like, "This is Rhea Ripley." She was like, "She's so hot." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And she was like, "What is she from?" And I was like, "She wrestles." And she was like, "You watch WWE?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "How old are you?" I was like, 22. She was
Old
like,
enough.
"Isn't that a little old for WWE?"
I went to my first live WWE event this year at 33.
I said, "Aren't you a little old to be gay?" And then she just walked away, and I was like, "Yeah, that's what I thought, dumbass. I don't care, dude. I'll defend WWE to the day I die." John Cena just won and turned heel. My life is in a complete fucking turnaround right now.
I popped a bit of a chubby when Cody looked at The Rock last night and said, "Hey, Rock, go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
And just all these years of them like having to cut camera away when Stone Cold would throw up a middle finger, and I'm like, "Oh, they said the fuck word."
Yeah. Well, they can now on Netflix.
Oh, this was on Peacock,
Oh,
but
it was
yeah.
on Peacock. Yeah, but I mean, like, I think like WWE is starting to get back into that realm.
Yep.
Because like they're inching closer and closer. Like you caught a promo, like, I think last week. Someone said another bad word on it. I was like, oh, hey, things are getting a little. But like like that era is starting to come back. Our golden era for me, the golden era for WWE for me. I love the Attitude Era. It's my favorite era. But dude, the 2010s era, nothing beats 2010 era.
So
Nothing beats 2010. Prime Randy Orton.
Edge is one of my favorite
Prime
wrestlers.
Edge, yeah. Like, it's just no one beats that era. And the wrestlers, the rivalries that happened, like, Cena was still there. Undertaker was still there. Triple H was still in effect. Like, DX came back in 2015. That was amazing. Like, it was just, like, that era is so untouched. And, like, yeah, you can argue 90s, like, you know, Stone Cold, The Rock, those rivalries. But, like, really, dude, like, the shit that had the most viewership of all time was 2010s.
Dude, my very first WWE episode I ever watched was the Monday Night Raw where Edge had the live sex celebration with Lita.
With Lita, yeah, dude.
and her
my
boob
God.
popped out.
Yeah.
I was like 11 years old. Like, I didn't know wrestling was this fucking awesome.
No, wait. No way you were 11. I remember watching that live.
I was like 10 or I was 11 or 12. Like,
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Hold on.
No way. That came out in like 2011, 2012. Dude, I remember that.
When did Edge When did Edge do the live sex celebration with Lita?
I think it's like 2012, dude. 2011. 2011.
We got fucking 4G here in Jamestown.
Fuck yeah, Jamestown. 4G, baby.
We'll find out
What's
sometime
your-
in the next 4 to 6 business days when
Yeah.
this loads.
What's your favorite entrance song?
Oh, now that's a tough one because like I have wrestlers that I like, obviously, and then like other than I really do like Edge's Tooth.
No way. 2006?
2006.
I was 4. I remember that though. I was 4.
Fuck yeah, you were. You
I
saw a
remember
titty
that.
on TV. You
As
remember
a
that shit.
4-year-old, I was like, dude, this shit is awesome. Dude, that's awesome. But no, my favorite.
So I guess I was 14, but yeah.
Yeah, my favorite entrance, I think, of all time. Are we okay? We're doing song, or are we doing like full entrance, like show out and everything?
Like okay, so entrance and show out and everything. I think my favorite is face Triple H, like
yeah,
the game
Yeah.
entrance. Like
Yeah.
when you hear fucking Lemmy yell, "Time to play the game!"
but like motorcycle or like King Triple H?
no, not King, like just him in the water bottle, man.
Really.
And like the water flying everywhere, like just giving the whole crowd COVID,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one.
I love that. I think one of the best walkouts of all time is when Batista came back and won the fucking championship.
Oh,
And you can just see him so happy because it was like it's like he was like now prime Batista again. That's all he wanted for years, and you saw it in his face, and he was just so happy when he did this, and then he just pounded. I was like, dude, that when I watched that live, I was like, I think I'm the happiest person ever.
like the most emotional like high end pop I have ever had like personally on an entrance was when Edge came back at the Royal Rumble in 2020.
Oh yeah, that was
was-
the biggest pop I've heard in a long time.
They hit the buzzer and you hear, "You think you know me?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that was insane. insane, dude. Well, Nikki Bella came back at the last Royal Rumble.
I was at that one.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, so was my buddy Blake. How was it live?
It was weird. So I'd never been to a live one before. First things first, all the like explosions with the fireworks. There are no explosions with the actual fireworks. They pipe them in through the audio in the stadium.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So like everything's just like sparkler shooters, and then you have like the sound system in the
No
stadium
way.
going, like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's crazy.
They're like, you can't tell where. They're like, oh, I can't tell where it's from. I'm like, I'm sitting in the audience in Lucas Oil. Like, I can tell, like, that explosion came from over there. That pyro came from over there. They're not in the same spot.
That's crazy. Dude, the women's match sucked. The women's Royal sucked.
I enjoyed it. It was so. I watched it again later, and like watching it on TV, it was a lot less entertaining than watching it live. Also, just right off the bat, Lyra Valkyria's boobs almost fell out in that Royal Rumble. She broke her top.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
I
first hit
missed
she does, she drops Liv Morgan, and then, like, her top comes undone, and all of us are like, oh, shit, and she just hits the deck, and they cut the camera away. And then, like, she's trying to fix her top, and Liv stands up and just decks her and pushes her into a corner. And then the lady ref runs over, and they fix her top, and then they keep going.
Damn. Dude, imagine that happened with a dude. You're just fucking shorts fall down,
Just
dude.
dong.
Your dick's out and everything. You're like, oh, fuck, dude. What are you going to do? Because if you hit the ground, your ass is out. Like, that's a lose-lose situation, you know? But I guess that's for the girls, too. But, like,
The men's rumble was a lot of fun to watch.
yeah, it was crazy to see, like, how old some wrestlers really are. Like, that rumble really takes out everything in you.
So you want to talk about old? Earlier that day, they had the WrestleCon going in the convention center next door, and it was free to go in. And like you had to pay if you wanted to meet any of the wrestlers and shit. I waited in line like 3.5 hours, but I got to meet Matt and Jeff Hardy.
Damn.
And Matt Hardy hated being there, like, cause everyone's there to see Jeff.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, yeah, it's like Jeff and Matt.
I liked Matt, though.
I don't mind Matt, but like Jeff Hardy's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I brought in one of my like face paint T-shirts, and he did a doodle on it. He's like, "You see, the paint's actually wrong on this," and he fixed it with a big like paint marker on my shirt, and then signed it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so dope.
so I technically have Jeff Hardy original art now up on my wall.
Swanton bomb, dude.
But like some of them are like, holy shit, like Lex Luger.
Yeah.
Like that dude's wheelchair bound and like just like almost to the point of being like fucking Stephen Hawking.
The straw fed.
Yeah, just fucking, he's a mess. And I stand firm on this. I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen that day, which was like there's a line across the building to meet the Hardys, and along the way you see all the other people, and like there's a few for Jerry the King Lawler, there's a few for Ron Simmons, and then Jake the Snake Roberts is just sitting there with nobody in his line.
Damn, dude.
Just head down, like
Sad as fuck.
coolest dude I met though was Mark Henry.
Yeah, dude. Mark's cool as
Dude,
fuck.
so like I roll up and he's like, "What's up, big man? How you doing today?" And I'm like, "Oh, so it's gonna be like this."
Yeah.
I go, "Yo, dude, like I got your intro music by 3 6 Mafia. It's on my gym playlist." He goes, "Oh shit, man, you dropping weight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got diabetes," and explained all that. And he's like, "I'm gonna give you the diet tips they gave me when I quit. I had to slim down. If it's green or it's protein, you eat all that shit you want, man. And like just don't eat candy." And I'm like, that's good advice, Mark. He goes, "Yo, you hit me up on Instagram. I'm gonna send you a whole diet plan you can follow and shit." And he did.
Really?
Yeah, so I got the Mark Henry
No way.
protein muscle building plan that I've been doing and shit.
That's awesome.
So I'm sitting there talking to him. And he goes, "Yo, they told me you do comedy," and I told him I just went into one of my intro bits because we were talking about diabetes medication, and I go, "Dude, you ever get diarrhea so bad you finally learn how to spell diarrhea?" He's like, "Oh, you funny motherfucker. You share your craft with me, I'm gonna share mine with you. You got a quarter?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Let me see it." And I hand him my Aldi quarter I keep in my jeans. He goes, "Watch this shit." And he fucking just bent the fucking quarter.
Dude, that guy's like legitimately strong.
Yeah, he legit was the world's strongest man at one point.
Like no one really knows. Like some of these people are like Olympic, like they could be Olympic athletes, and Mark Henry was.
So,
but like John Cena, dude, like John Cena's actually strong.
The multiple people have said like Cena is the best person to have pick them up because like you don't worry about somebody maybe dropping you if John Cena
Dude,
picks you up.
he picked up 2 people in the Rumble.
Yeah,
The guy's like fucking 50, and he
well,
picked up
they
2
weren't
people.
even like tiny people.
No, who was it?
Was it Damian Priest and
yeah,
somebody else?
Yeah, that guy's 6'5", fucking 270. Like that's crazy.
I got to meet Damian Priest too because I almost pooped my pants on my way to the Rumble.
Really?
I was on my meds. I told you that happened. So I just peel off into some Kroger in Carmel. And, like, it's packed. I'm like, yeah, it's a fucking Saturday in Carmel, whatever. And I haul ass to the bathroom. I'm on my way out, and the guy goes, "Are you here to see the wrestler? We're cutting off the line." I go, "Yeah, I'm here to see the wrestler." And I go and I get in line, and I poke my head up, and I just see, like, some giant dude with dreads. I'm like, is that fucking Damian Priest?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And a Kroger right before? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why in a Kroger? That's such a weird place to, like, hang out.
It was like a brand new Super Kroger or something like
really?
that. I walked it through.
That's crazy. Yeah, WWE for me would be like, it's such a Make-A-Wish thing, I think. You know, like, I would love to meet John Cena, but like, I legitimately would have to die to meet that guy. Like,
No,
that,
man, you
that
just gotta get a
sucks.
little cancer.
That sucks that, like, to meet your, like, all-time favorite hero. It's like Colton meeting Drake, but, like, Colton's, like, about to die of liver cancer or something. He's like, I just want to meet Drake. Like, those guys, like, you have to die to meet them. Like, that's
You
crazy
don't have
to think
to die
about.
to meet Drake. You just
That's
gotta be 14.
Oh, God, dude.
But you had mentioned earlier about meeting your heroes, and I do have one. I at one point got to meet my favorite baseball player ever, which is a guy by the name of Sean Casey.
Yeah.
So they played first base for the Reds all those years. The mayor in town. I was at my very first Reds game at Wrigley. So like technically it was a Cubs game, but
Yeah.
like, have you ever been to Wrigley?
Yeah.
Dude, it's the best stadium in
Wrigley's awesome,
baseball.
dude.
I stand firm on that.
Oh, yeah.
And so like I have my Sean Casey jersey on. I was doing the batting gloves thing in Little League. Like, pitch clocks be damned. I'm fucking stepping out every time and redoing my batting gloves. Did not hit well. Did not help. No, did not. I was in Little League because I like playing baseball. But so we're there. We're at the game. And the way my dad tells this story is we met Sean Casey's Little League coach, and then we got to go meet Sean Casey. In reality, my father met a strange man at the urinal trough at Wrigley Field. Just dicks out, like, "Hey, your kid's a Sean Casey fan?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I was his Little League coach. You want to meet him?" It is a fucking miracle I didn't get abducted that day.
Yeah, holy shit.
But no, sure enough.
You met Sean Casey?
Yeah. So
That's
he
crazy.
walks over, calls him over. Like, Sean walks up, and I was like, holy shit. This was 2001. I was 10. And he looks, he goes, "Hey, do you want me to sign your ball?" And I immediately turn into just the specialist kid, and I go, I do the batting gloves thing when I hit too. And like he's like, "Oh, that's cool, buddy." I'm like, I got your jersey. I'm wearing it. Like, "Oh, that's good for you, big guy. Good for you."
Good for you, big guy. God.
You want to meet some other players too?
Yeah.
Can you get Ken Griffey Jr.? He goes, "No, I'll get you Juan Castro." I go, "Okay."
Even better. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
No. The only like hero baseball player I've ever like met was, I didn't meet him, but I had Yachty like fucking give me a high five. I was at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. I love that stadium. My second favorite stadium. And I went there and I was like, I was sitting on first base side where their fucking their thing is, their bullpen, and Yachty was out there. I was like, "Yachty, like, I caught because of you." And he was like, he just gave me that. And I ran down there because he was signing shit. And he just like dabbed me up. He goes, "I'm glad I could be an inspiration," but he said it like in his accent, so I didn't understand him. And then like this, and then like this other dude, I think this Dominican Republic dude, was like, "Do you know what he said?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, he said, "Thank you for being an inspiration," but like he said it in Spanish. Like, how the fuck was I supposed to know that? I guess that's the whole
Muchas
comedy of
gracias
it.
para la inspiración. Yeah,
Yeah, you know Spanish?
I do. I work in Goshen. I have to.
Yeah, Goshen's very.
But no, I
You see a lot of ice in Goshen? That's crazy.
this time of year, yeah, it's cold out.
Yeah.
But
No, I did.
no,
not.
you'd think so. My boss, he just we get a lot of accidental business, and I try to teach him. I'm like, you just need to say "Dos puertos a la izquierda." Go 2 doors to the left. But like,
Yeah.
he's not getting this.
Yeah. Cole, what time are we at? Literally an hour? Dude,
So
yeah, cool.
We'll put a button on this. But yeah, so I did finally teach him one phrase because he asked me how to say "stop bothering me," which is "no me molesta." Which is just great because now whenever a Mexican walks into the business, he just screams, "Don't molest me! Don't molest me!"
No man molesto. Charlie, what dates you got coming up, dude?
Dates coming up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty dry through the rest of this month, I think. Yeah.
So is Colton's girlfriend situation.
April, I got some shit going down, though. April 12th, I'll be headlining at Danny Boy Brew Works over across the street from Notre Dame.
Fuck yeah.
So that one's gonna be a good one. And then may or may not.
Oh, I literally got asked to do that show.
Yeah, I'm the one who said call Stone.
Yeah, and I have drill that weekend. So
damn.
Yeah, so that sucks, dude.
And the weekend after that, I may or may not be at Rainbow Farms for a pot festival. That's still in negotiation.
Hell yeah.
So I can go tell all my weed and Jesus jokes because Easter's on 420 this year.
Fuck yeah, Colton. Easter's on 420. I don't know what I got. I think March 15th I'm doing a show, St. Patty's Day show. Time meet a bunch of guys. I got
up in Michigan. I saw that one.
Yeah, and then I'm in Morenci. We're doing I think it was like April 21st or something. We're doing a fucking Michigan versus everybody show. So we're about to destroy some fucking Michiganders. How do you say that?
Yeah,
Michiganders. Yeah, and fuck them guys. Whatever. Fuck Michigan. Fuck blue. Let's go Irish. But yeah, so I got that. You guys will see my dates. The fuck. This is my shit. But yeah, thanks guys. This is Charlie. Fucking, this has been a blast, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's stay skinny, dude.
I'm gonna try.
Fuck yeah.